What's up, boys and girls? Another car, another job from Brake Pads on this 2019 Honda Accord. 2018, 19, 20, 21 is the same thing, and I do have a part number here. I'm using Evolution brakes here. There's a part number there, and inside here we got the hardware and we got the brake pad. That's all pretty much is in there. And we're gonna need pry bar and compressed tool, ratchet with Allen key. I'll tell you what size it is. This I use in the back is a 7mm. If it matches up, we'll use the same one. And I do have how to do the videos in the back and compress the rear electrical caliper without using a scan tool. So I have this vehicle on the lift, and I did turn this a little bit. That way I have more access to the back end of it. So let's go close up personal and start this job. So I'm gonna begin with removing this hardware. It's very simple. It's just another like a spring-loaded little guy, and it comes right off. Just be careful you don't hit on your face, and you can certainly just stick it out. Same thing from the other end. And once one side is out, it becomes very easy to remove this guy. And to put it back, it's the same thing. I might have to go back on this guy a little bit, and it clips right into that angle right there. So that's off. We do have a new one that we're gonna put there. So let's go to the back end here. So in the back end, let's bring our light on this side. If you want, you can you can compress this piston by using a force of a pry bar, and that will free up a little bit. But pop open this cover. There's a little plastic piece here. Once those two out, let's see if our 7mm fits here. Oh yeah, perfect. Same as back, 7mm. This is a 7mm with a 3/8 drive ratchet. So we're gonna go counterclockwise. If you was looking at it, it'd be a counterclockwise. Turn, 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 turn. Procedure is same for the opposite side. And pop this guy open. I'm gonna give it a little bit of greasing and take this guy off. Try to loosen them both off first. I got lucky. Sometimes this caliper wouldn't want to move once I take one off. Take them both off completely. It's gonna be another top quality job you could do at home. Don't waste your time going to the dealer. Don't waste your time and money. So that's how simple it is to take this guy off. Brake pads did have life, but customer wants them changed. They're stuck on. And let me use my pry bar. It's like sticky glued onto this caliper. It's gotta come off. Okay, there you go. So what this does is this little tape, this glue on the back of these pads, it grabs on, and that prevents a lot of noise and vibration. It just works just like grease. It's got to come off. You got to pull out the inner brake pad, and remember, brake wear indicator, if this pad was on, it's on the top. We're gonna keep it in the same place. So from here on, what I want to do is I want to clean this up a little bit, and we're gonna compress the piston. So let's put our camera facing just like that, and let's bring our camera up a bit. There goes my light. Like always, that light is bound to fall once a day. So what I want to do is I want to clean all this dust off. You might not be able to get all of it, but as much as you can so it doesn't go on the inside. Also, we're gonna come down a bit. If you look right here, let's put right here. So right here where the brake pads sit, make sure you clean that area up. I am gonna go get a little bit of brake cleaner and we're gonna spray that on, and that should be good enough. So a little bit on this caliper, a little bit where the brake pads are gonna sit, and that should take care of all the dust out of the housing. Bottle's empty. So I'm gonna wait for my other light to charge up a little bit, and then we're gonna continue in a minute. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take our compressed tool and we're gonna put our old brake pad here, and you can get a C-clamp or a compressed tool such as this, and we're gonna compress the piston. Okay, so make sure your wire is not pinched here of the line, because the fluid will retract back. And when you're done, make sure you pump the brakes, and make sure same thing for the back one, pump the brakes, and before you start the vehicle, pump the brake 3 times. They will be soft and they will get hard. And make sure you do a calibration on the back brakes. Okay, so that's done. So what we're gonna do here is, it's gonna be hard to see, but I'm gonna put this pad in there. So I want to push one side in there, and then the other side I want to push it with the hand. So you're gonna be simply, remember, the brake sensor has to go up on the top. So if this brake pad was to sit like that, it's on the top. That's why we took it off. So pretty much push one side in, and the other side I'm gonna push by hand and get it in there. Once it's in there, push in the brake pad. Second brake pad, we're gonna simply just let it sit there. I have to get a little bit of greasing. Okay, here it comes, greasing, and on the pad, only on the pad, on the outer edge of this brake pad. That's all we're gonna do, because this one is not a sticky pad, and there's no glue left behind. So a little bit of greasing here, that's gonna prevent a lot of noise. Okay, so pay attention to this line here. So make sure your line is straight, okay? It's not like twisted like that, okay? I've seen those cases. We're gonna take this little guy and stick it in. And what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna take this little bit of this silicone grease, just a tiny bit, put it all around on the inside of these rubber bushings, and slide in the pin. Slide in the pin. And then what we're gonna do is, we're gonna catch the threads first. Okay, make sure you catch the threads. Don't just take your ratchet and yank on it. And same thing here, because you will cross thread, then you're gonna have to replace the whole spindle. I believe so. Oh no, the bracket. You can change the bracket. Pretty much it's gonna be a new caliper, and you don't want that. Some cars like Dodges come to me. People strip the threads, and there's not much you can do in it. Now you have to replace the whole spindle, because those Dodge Caravans, it has the spindle is part of the bracket, and it's just a hassle. Some of those cars. How do you tell the customer, okay, we have to replace the whole spindle, bearing, hub? There you go. Both are tight. The harder part is here, the hardest part. Put these on. All right, so the hardest part here is putting this little banana guy right here. So what I like to do is push one side in. It is tough. This is gonna be tough. Okay, and then let's try to manage to get this side a little bit in. There you go. Make sure you don't hurt yourself. You know, we're gonna redo that so the camera can see it. I'm gonna redo that all over. So what I'm gonna do here is, I am gonna take this guy off. This is gonna be the hardest part and the most dangerous. So let me take this back out, because the camera couldn't catch it from the other side. Even taking this guy off, I only got like a part of it in. Okay, so what I did was I just stuck this in here, just like that, and try to get the second one in. Now we need to work this guy in, but make sure you keep your hand on it, because you don't want this thing flying out, hit you in the face. And you do want it a little bit above this area right here. I'm using a pry bar. I got the other side already done and it was pretty easy. And remember, this notch is behind this. This side is not. Okay. Oh, I can do it by hand. Yes. Bada bing, bada boom. And don't let it go. Okay, you see this? It's not all the way in yet. So tap, tap, and it will drop in there. That's how simple it is. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like, and we will see you guys on the next one.